Hello, my name is Jesus and I am here to show you how to use Sony Vegas Pro 15. So the first thing that you should do is open Sony Vegas, of course. So after opening Sony Vegas and you want to create a project to edit a video, you click on the File tab that's located on the top left and then you click Add a New so that you can let the project know what you want to do. After this, you go to Open and you locate the video, which will be this. And if this says set match project managed to match this media, you say yes. And then this down here will be located as to this right here and this down here. So after creating a new project for the video and you've entered it into the program, one of the things that you can do is import media. So one of the ways that you can import media is if you go into the top left and then from there you go to import and then you look for the tab media. You click media and the screen should appear. And whatever file, whatever music, whatever like sound effect you want to add, you just go to it, you click it twice, you press open, and it'll appear right here. So after this, you drag it and a little bar will appear right there telling you exactly where the thing is going to be. So as it's already shown right here, you can see it. So let's say for example that you want to adjust the media or at least the background, the noise, or anything at all. You have these bars right here, and each sound file is separate by itself. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to change this. Watch, let me play it real quick so you can see that it plays a little bit of my voice and a little bit of the sound.
That I will be using
As you
to
can
show my
see,
audience
my
how to
voice is
edit a
too
video.
loud, so if I put it lower, you can barely hear me. Same thing with the music. If I want to make this louder, I could by pressing the button going on the right to make it louder, or if I want to make it shorter, I go from the left. And that is how you use the volume slider to adjust the sound. The next thing that you can do to edit your video is adding pictures in the video. And the way that you do that is by going to the import tab, you go to the media, and you click whatever picture or whatever you want to put on. I'll use this picture as an example. So if you've done correctly, it should show up right here or wherever it'll appear on the video. So let's say, for example, it'll look something like this, and you say, oh, it's in the way. So one thing that you can do is that you drag the audio file and you put it down, and then it'll show up like that. So let's say for whatever reason that you say it's too big and you want to adjust it, you press the FX tab, you press cancel, and you can use this thing to adjust it. You can use a circle to rotate the picture. You can use this to make it bigger or smaller. And you can also use this to move the picture wherever you want, as you can see right here. And if done correctly, as you can see on the little screen right here, you should be able to see it move around. You can be able to see it grow bigger. And this is the best way for you to know whether or not you've done it right. Now, if you ever feel that you need to cut a part of the video or split it to add other stuff, you can use the split or the cut tool located right here. This right here is the split tool that you can use. So by using the splits tool, you can pick whatever parts that you wish to cut. As you can see, the blue parts that signify that can be cut. For example, it should look something like this. So let's say for whatever reason you don't like whatever you got right here, you do this. You can use this to change however you want it. So then from here, you right click and you can use the trim or you can use a split. And if you split it, it should look something like this. Correct? So then let's say for example that you messed up or whatever, you can go up and undo. Press Alt every time as you want. There's no limit. So let's say you didn't you don't want to split it, but you actually want to cut it. You press right click again and you look for the cut section, or you can use Control X. And then if you do cut it successfully, it should look something like this. Another tool that you can use in editing is the fading tool that's used to close off a video. And the way you use it is by going by the end of the video that's located on the top right corner, and you drag it to the left, enabling the tool, which is located right here. This little blue symbol right here. You can barely make it out right here, and it should say trim event end. So then it should look something like this. So the longer it is, the longer it'll take for it to fade out, and the shorter it is, the shorter it'll take for it to fade out. And if done correctly, it should look something like this. As you can see, the video is starting to fade out. And that is how you use the fading tool to fade out a video. So for any reason that you see that you need to improve the resolution of the video, again, you go to the top left corner, you click Files, and then you look for Properties. Under this, you should see a template that looks something like this. So you should go to somewhere called the Full Resolution Rendering Quality, and you should change that to Best. The frame rate, if however you don't like it, you can change it to either 30, which is this, or 60 frames per second. If however you want to change the actual, like, if you do not want to make it custom, there's always presets for you that are located right here. Some examples is something like, going up to HD 720 60. This is probably the best render to use because this is the render that YouTube uses. So if done correctly, you go here, you press this, you press apply, and it should look better. But as I already have the presets, it looks fine already. So when you finally think that you're ready to render the video, then you click on the File tab and click Render as located up here. And then from there, you look for Sony AVC or MVC. And then you look for Internet 1280 by 720 because that's the default resolution for YouTube and the frame rate. For when you click it, a little tab should appear that says Customize Template. From there, you can change it to whatever you want or whatever, but we're not going to mess with that. If anything, we're going to mess with the project. So then from here, it should say something that says Video Rendering Quality, use project settings. So if you do not want to use the project settings, you can use your own by clicking Best, and it'll use the best resolution that you have. So then from here, all you have to do is give it a name, put whatever folder you're going to put it in, and then once that's all done, you go to Render, and it'll do the whole thing by itself. And that is how you render a video.